All right, welcome to Chester High School football on WRBK. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to kick between the Chester Cyclones and the Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville High School here in Batesburg-Leesville, South Carolina. I'm Clint Davis along with Jim Fuller. We're getting started and ready to go for tonight. These two teams come in on the third meeting between these two schools on the football field. Cyclones got revenge from a 1928 loss in the state championship last season. Last season, the Cyclones won 42-6 on homecoming in Chester, but this is a different football team for Batesburg-Leesville. They have a different offensive scheme. They're committed to running the football, and the Cyclones come in 4-1 on the season to take on the 2-2 Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. The captains are coming to the field. I'll go ahead and give them to you. First of all, for Batesburg-Leesville, number 12, Felipe Juarez Diaz, 5'10", 150-pound senior. Number 3, Letrez Nicholson, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. Number 5, Cole Price, a 6'1", 155-pound senior. And number 4, Tucker Boland, a 5'10", 150-pound seniors. Captains for the Cyclones tonight, number 16, Antonio T. Hopkins. Number 52, C.J. McCree. Number 5, Kyan Kennedy, who's not dressed out after suffering an injury last year. He is not dressed out tonight, but last week, but he will be back on the field hopefully before the end of the season. And number 12, Cyclones quarterback and signal caller, Trooper Floyd, the junior for the Cyclones and the leader of this football team's offense. Cyclones getting ready for tonight. The coin toss is taking place. Let me give you the starting lineups, first of all, for the Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville. On offense, they're going to start at the tackle position, Matthew Howard, number 51. The guard be number 55, Jamarcus Williams. Center number 56, Tanner Fulmer. And guard number 64, Shaquizius Dennis. The other tackle, number 67, Ty Anderson. Wide receiver tonight, number 1, Jamarius Clark. And number 5, Cole Price. A-back, they're going to run a wing tee, so they'll have 3 backs in the backfield. 2 will line up on the wings right behind the right and left tackle. The first A-back will be number 2, K.D. Witt, and the second A-back will be number 22, Amandre Wooden. The B-back, who will line up right behind the quarterback in the tailback position, will be Latrez Nicholson, number 3, and the quarterback tonight, number 16, Tanner Watkins for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers. The Cyclones' offensive starters tonight will be number 2, Reggie Heath at a wide receiver. The other wide receiver will be number 10, Tyler Williams. Number 3, Demarius Witherspoon will be in the slot. For the Cyclones in the backfield, we'll start with number 20, Elijah Coleman. He'll be spelled by number 16, Antonio T. Hopkins, the Shrine Bowler. Up front for the Cyclones tonight will be the right tackle position, number 50, Donovan Wilmore. The center will be number 60, Jabrell White. The right guard will be number 72, Jaron Holly. The left guard is number 63, Jeremiah Gladden. And the right tackle, number 70, Trevante Weldon. Signal caller will be the junior, Trooper Floyd, who had his best football game of the season last Friday night against the Copperheads of Catawba Ridge. The Cyclones have come onto the field. We have 1 minute to kick. Batesburg-Leesville won the toss, have elected to receive. We'll take a quick 1 minute break, and we'll be back with the kick of the night's football game between the Cyclones and the Panthers.
They don't have that many dressed out.
No, they have about 40. We got about 36. We got about, yeah. All right, we're back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School. Cyclones have the ball teed up. Number 4, DJ Stevenson has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Kicking deep to number 1, Jamarius Clark, the 6'1", 160-pound junior, is the deep man to receive the kick. Ball is on the tee. Officials are blowing the whistles to get the little cheerleaders off the field so we can start this football game. 12 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. We're about to get this thing underway with DJ Stevenson kicking off for the Cyclones.
You know who the umpire is, right?
No question. Here's the run up and the kick. Toe to ball. It's a low wobbly kick. It's going to be taken inside the 5-yard line. Bobbled at first, picked up at the 2. Runner gets to the 10-yard line, to the 11, 12-yard line. He's going to be tackled in there for the Cyclones, and it's going to be number 8, Darian Baxley for the Cyclones on the stop there. The return man was K.D. Witt, the 5'6", 160-pound sophomore. Now we have this Batesburg-Leesville offense coming on the field. First time we've seen a wing T offense since we played the Clinton Red Devils last season. That didn't go well, so let's hope tonight it's much better for the Cyclones.
A lot better.
Quarterback comes in. He is number 16 for the Panthers. That is Tanner Watkins. It starts out in a spread offense. 3 receivers to the right side. Ball's on the left hash. Takes a shotgun snap. Rolls to the right. He's only thrown it 30 times all season, but he's got a man open, and that ball falls incomplete. He hits the receiver as he was breaking on an out pattern about the 26-yard line, but the ball falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Coverage out there by the Cyclones. I believe it was number 4, DJ Stevenson.
It's weird to see an offense like that. You just don't see it.
No, you do not. Same formation. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Number 13 for the Cyclones is in the game. That's Tamari Caldwell. He's covering in the slot. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw a slant across the middle. That ball is thrown high. Good coverage out there by number 3, Demias Witherspoon for the Cyclones. The cornerback. Ball was intended for number 1, Jamarius Clark. Brings up 3rd down and 10. 11:44 to go in the first. Batesburg-Leesville comes into the game throwing the ball 30 times all season. First 2 plays, passes, Jimbo.
Yeah, that's a foretaste of things coming. You know, Demias Witherspoon has really played a lot this year. He just a jet play. So that's good future material right there.
3rd down and 10 here for Batesburg-Leesville. 3 receivers to the right side, balls on the left hash. Cyclones lock up man on the corners. Shotgun snap, quarterback throws across the middle. That ball is knocked down by Baxley for the Cyclones from his spur position. He almost had a chance to pick it off. Ball falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 10, and on to punt for the Panthers is going to be number 12, Felipe Juarez Diaz.
C.J. McCree just put his guy flat on his back. He just left.
Reggie Heath stands at the 42-yard line of the Panthers to receive this punt. Got a good snap. Here's the punt. It's a low line drive punt. It's going to be taken by Reggie at the 40-yard line, and Reggie goes down. He slips, but the Cyclones will take it over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. 29-yard punt. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Cyclones here to start their opening possession of the ball game. Ball's on the plus 40-yard line. Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field. 2 receivers stacked up on the left side of the formation. Tight end in the game on the left side as well. Waiting on the snap. Sends a man in motion. Takes a shotgun snap. That's Tyler Williams on a jet sweep. Hands it off. Gets a good block by Elijah Caldwell. But the good pursuit by the Panthers defense. Number 88 makes the stop. That's John Sawyer, 6'3", 185-pound junior. Makes the stop in the backfield. Tyler loses a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 11.
That boy just didn't give up on the running back. He was chasing the all the way across the field.
Cyclones have it 2nd down and 11. Opening drive for their offense. They get a 3 and out to start the game. Trooper Floyd, empty backfield set. Now Elijah Caldwell goes in motion, right to left. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Elijah. Elijah gets to the 40-yard line. He's tackled in the hole after gaining 1 yard by number 52 for Batesburg-Leesville. Jaquan Corley, the 6-foot sophomore, makes the stop. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones. 10:40 to go in the first. Cyclones have it 3rd down and 10 right here. Coach Victor Floyd calls his offensive play into the game. Trooper Floyd looks to the sideline and check with me. Gets another signal. It's a hand motion to his receiver. Takes a shotgun snap. It's going to roll to his right. Look down the field. He's got a man on a double move. That's Reggie Heath. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Cyclones. Trooper Floyd hit Reggie on a 40-yard touchdown pass to the right side. Cyclones up 6-0 here with 10:16 to go in the first.
Hit him on the dead run. He never slowed up. He just laid it out there, and Reggie just mowed it right.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
Whoa.
We'll see what it is. Ball's coming back. Going to be a hold on the Cyclones, I believe.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, eligible receiver is 5 yards. Replay third down here. An eligible receiver downfield. Beautiful play, but it's erased by a 5-yard penalty. The first of the night for the Cyclones. Ball's on the 45-yard line. It was 6 points taken off the board. Cyclones have it third down and 15 now. Ball's on the 45-yard line. Moving left to right against the Batesburg-Leesville defense. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. Got a rusher coming free on the outside. Trooper takes off 45-40, 35-30. Gets inside to about the 32-yard line. That's going to be short, but I think Coach Floyd goes for it being this close. 4th down and 4, I believe it's going to be. They're going to spot him at the 35. So 4th down and 5. Coach Floyd will go to it for it, especially after his defense played so well the first possession. 10-yard rush for Trooper. Brings up 4th down for the Cyclones on this opening possession.
I do us a slant. Somebody on the right side is cut toward that end zone.
9:40 to go in the first quarter. Cyclones and Panthers, no score. Cyclones got a 3 and out, looking to take advantage on this 4th down and 4 here. And got him, jumped off sides. That's going to be enough for a Cyclone first down. It's a 5-yard penalty on number 52, Jaquan Corley for the Panthers. That's enough for a Cyclone first down. Trooper Floyd went with the hard count and got the penalty. Moved the football. Cyclones have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. I didn't think they were going to call it. Linesman was a little hesitant to call it there, but Coach Floyd was in his ear. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off this time to Coleman. Coleman gets just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost half a yard on the play. That's the second rush for Elijah, and he's only gained 1 yard on the game. 9 minutes to go in the first. Cyclones and Panthers tied at 0 early in this football game. Cyclones picked up a first down via penalty on their opening possession of the football game. Ball's at the 31-yard line, so they did lose a yard. 2nd down and 11. Receiver locked up tight in the flats. It's an auction play. Elijah Coleman, 25-yard line, 20. He's still on his feet. He's bowling forward to the 15-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play. They'll mark him right at the 16. That's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Boy, I tell you what, he had a whole big enough driving back truck for him.
Jimbo, I don't know about you, but this light in here is so strong at 5 watts, it's blinding me.
Yeah, I put on my sunglasses.
What do you call them, G15?
G15. But this light is probably 3 watts.
I think Jimbo said a lightning bug puts off more light. Trooper takes a shotgun step. He fumbles it. He's going to roll the option to the right side. He pitches it late. Let's see if he can get to the corner. That's going to be T-Hop. T-Hop gets tripped up by number 88, John Sawyer. He got 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
They pursued very well. They kept him from turning the corner.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 9 for the Cyclones. 7:44 to go in the first. No score. Cyclones knocking on the door at the 15-yard line. We're going to call it the Sheely's Red Zone because that's where we ate tonight. And we had a big bait of mustard barbecue sauce pulled pork. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun step, goes set up a screen. That screen's out here to TJ Wilmar. 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown. It's going to be a hold on the Cyclones. at the goal line. Going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the hold. TJ got into the end zone on a beautifully designed screenplay. Trevonte Weldon had a great block on the outside, but the receiver up the field got called for a holding penalty. So instead of being 6 on the board, a second penalty will take another touchdown off the board on this opening possession for the Cyclones. It'll be it'll be second down and 5 from the 10. That's the way I figured, Jim. Well, they can't enforce the penalty from the line of scrimmage.
It's got to be from the spot.
It's a hold, so it's from the spot of the foul.
That was in the end zone.
What's that about?
Maybe
He's got something out flipping through it, don't he?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a soccer ref pulling through his little card, see who he's going to write up. We know the penalty's on the Cyclones, a hold on the Cyclones. It's going to be from the goal line, 10-yard penalty. They'll spot the ball at the 10 or the 11.
How about the 12?
Okay, so he threw the penalty at the 12-yard line. So it's going to be second down and 7 for the Cyclones from the 12. That's the second touchdown taken off the board by penalty for the Cyclones tonight. Coach Floyd will not be happy with that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I guarantee he is listening to years old on that side.
Trooper Floyd's thrown 2 touchdown passes, but neither have counted. 8th play of this drive forthcoming here. Second down and 7 for the Cyclones. Ball's at the 12-yard line. They got to get to the 5 for a first down. Troopers in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to roll to the right, throw the pitch to Antonio Hopkins. T-Hop's going to stiff arm the man at 10-yard line, 5-yard line. He's going to get inside the 5-yard line down to about the 4, I believe. That's going to be enough for a Cyclone first down, a gain of 8. First down and goal, Cyclones. Ball's at the 4-yard line. Good run by T-Hop, Jimbo.
Yeah, he stretched that out. He kept giving. About just turned on the jet. That was it.
Cyclones just picked up their 3rd first down of this drive, 3rd of the night. Offense has been able to do whatever it wants to right now, Jimbo.
Right now.
Well, minus the holding penalties.
We'd be up 14-0.
No, we'd be up 7, or 6, potentially 8, not 7.
Yeah, we can't keep it.
Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. That's Elijah Coleman. Coleman's going to drive forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. He reached the ball over the goal line. Cyclones broke the plane. 6:45 to go in this one. We finally got 6 on the board in our 3rd attempt tonight on this drive.
3rd time is a charm.
9-play drive with 40 yards.
Oh, look at that. This one's good for 2 points. That's what it is.
Antonio Hopkins takes the ball over the right side on the tricky formation for the 2-point conversion. Cyclones up 8-0 on a 4-yard touchdown run by Elijah Coleman. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
You think the word's gotten out yet that we don't have a kicker?
What?
You think the word's gotten out we don't have a kicker?
If you watched the, you ought to have.
The second vehicle was a Jeep. That's on the tag, SPY 416.
He only threw 2 passes on that drive. He only threw 2. They both went for touchdowns, but they got penalties coming back.
Tag WRN 348. Those cars need to be moved immediately before they go.
Offside.
Michael.
That's 3rd penalty.
All right, we're back here. Cyclones up 8-0 off an Elijah Coleman 4-yard touchdown run. Antonio Hopkins' attempt for 2 was good. And the ensuing kickoff, Cyclones were whistled for being offsides. So we'll back them up 5 yards and re-kick the football. DJ Stevenson will have it teed up. That's the 3rd penalty for the night on the Cyclones for a total of 20 yards. Trooper Floyd has thrown 2 passes. Neither one of them counted because of penalties. Both of them ended up in touchdowns. But they both came off the board. You know what? But you got to have a little confidence, though. Here's the run-up and the kick. DJ Stevenson has the ball teed up. Deep to receive the kick is KD Witt. Here it is. Foot to ball. End over end kick taken at the 15-yard line. Bobbled again. And receiver trying to get up over the 25-yard line to about the 29 when the Cyclones make the stop after a 14-yard return. And the Panthers will put it in play 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They're going to spot them at the -30 with 6:39 to go in the first quarter. Cyclones up 8-0. BHP with their second offensive possession.
See that little guy retrieves the kicking team. One of the pro teams has a dog trying to go out and pick up the team.
The beloved Wolfpack do too. Now we're in the wing tee, what we expected to see. Man goes in motion. It's a pitch back to him. Cyclones giving chase, but he's got some runner in the 35-yard line. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Going to be unnecessary roughness. Terry Radford comes up with the football, but there's going to be an unnecessary roughness penalty on number 57. Moises Gonzalez, the 5'9", 275-pound sophomore offensive lineman, blocked the Cyclone defender out of bounds.
He's a chump. Well, they found a
15-yard penalty after a 9-yard gain. Going to be a 15-yard penalty. That ball was run by number 47, Jimbo. That is L.J. Williams. But that's a costly penalty for Batesburg-Leesville as they erased an 8-yard gain, and now they're going to have it 1st down and 17 instead of 2nd down and 2. .6:21 to go in the first quarter. Cyclones up 8-0. Batesburg-Leesville started the game 3 plays in a spread formation. Now they're in their wing tee, what we expected to see. Quarterback gets his play call from the sideline, now makes his way to the huddle. They break the huddle and approach the line of scrimmage. 13 seconds left on the play clock. Running back in the I formation is number 22. Going to be another penalty on the Panthers. 5-yard procedure penalty. So it's going to be 2nd down and 22 now. Not what Coach...
Neither coach could be pleased with the amount of penalties so early in the first quarter.
No, it is not what Coach Greg Lawson wants to see from his football team after they're down 8-0. Had a hard time stopping the Cyclones on that first drive. Cyclones stopped themselves with penalties, and now they're going backwards. 2nd down and 22. Man in motion. Quarterback fakes the pitch. He's going to roll to his right. He throws it to the flats. Ball is incomplete. And on coverage for the Cyclones out there is number 4, number 4, DJ Stevenson. Ball was intended for number 5, Cole Price, a senior, one of the few seniors on this football team. Brings up 3rd down and long for that's 3rd pass tonight for quarterback, number 16, Tanner Watkins, the junior. He's 0 for 3. Every one of them, except for one, has been in the hands of his receivers. He's just not been able to. They've not been able to hold on. Watkins, snap under center. He's going to throw the ball up in the air, and that's Reggie Heath's going to pick it off at the 50-yard line. The 49. That's going to be interception number 1 for the night. Turnover number 1 for the Cyclones. Reggie Heath goes up and gets it. Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. Cyclones will take it over. 1st and 10. He's 0 for 5 tonight, throwing football with 1 interception. The interception was by Reggie Heath. No return on it. Cyclones take it over. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Second drive of the night for the Cyclones. Second time it started in Panthers territory. 5:54 to go in the first. This time it's going to be Cyclones over the left side. He tackled in there by a host of different players. That was Trooper Floyd on the quarterback option. Number 15 made the stop. Caleb McIver, who has to come off the field. His helmet came off. He's replaced by number 19, junior Bryson Brown.
Cyclones with 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Ball's at the 49-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Take the shotgun snap. He's going to look downfield. He's got a man coming open. That's going to be incomplete pass. He tried to hit Reggie Heath on an out route. Reggie was covered by number 1, Jamarius Clark. A lot of hand fighting. But I believe that ball was a little wide for Reggie. But Reggie says if he hadn't been held or stopped in his break, he would have gotten there. As a typical wide receiver would.
They all believe that. It's never.
I don't know. He may have done.
Now,
3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones here. Trooper ran on 1st down. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to cut upfield. He's going to get hit in the backfield, back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th down and long for the Cyclones, unable to capitalize on the turnover. Three rushes tonight for Trooper. 10 total yards. 4th down and 10. Ball's at the 49-yard line. 4:49 to go. Troopers on to punt. That's a bad snap, but he's able to field it, and he gets it off. It's a low-line drive kick, end over end. It's going to be taken fair call at the 21-yard line by number 4 for Batesburg-Leesville, Tucker Bolin. And the Panthers will take it over. They're going to spot him at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. It's a 27-yard punt for Trooper Floyd. Batesburg-Leesville take it over on their own 27-yard line with 4:34 to go in the first. Cyclones up 8-0. Batesburg-Leesville, now they're back into kind of a spread offense. Quarterback's under center. 2 receivers to the left side, and he sends a man in motion. Ball's on the football. Ball's on the ground. Fumbled snap, but the quarterback, Watkins, is able to fall on it. Loses 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 11. Batesburg-Leesville, Coach Greg Lawson can't be happy with where he is and his football team, where they started this football game. Actually kind of lucky, in my opinion, to be only down 8.
yes, we know of the one that was called back.
Back in the wing tee. 2 wing backs lined on either side. Send the man in motion from left to right. Hands it on the dive play up the middle. Cyclone's going to stack him up. Maybe gain 1 yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for Batesburg-Leesville. Carry the football, number 3, Latrez Nicholson. Gained 1 on the play. When you're a wing tee offense, you don't want to be in 3rd down and 10 much. Makes it difficult and a challenge. Watkins gets the play call from his coach. Now he comes into the huddle. 18. Going 6'1", 160. Watkins under center. Tailback right behind him. Fakes the dive. He's going to throw a slant across the middle. He's got to run him. He's got a man open. That's a wingback. He breaks free. 45-yard line. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Panthers on a pass completion from Watkins to his A-back in the wing tee. K.D. Witt. Cyclones got caught off guard there, and he stuck him for a 78-yard touchdown strike. "78-yard TD. K.D. Witt." Procedure penalty on the Cyclones. What? I've never heard of that. I don't know how you do that. Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, Jimbo. 3:03 to go in the first. Quarterback Watkins went to K.D. Witt for 78 yards and a touchdown for the Panthers. Cyclones up 8-6.
Now they're going for 2.
And with the procedure penalty, half the distance to the goal, Batesburg-Leesville goes for 2. They bring their offense on the field. Quarterback gets his play call from his coach. Starts his way onto the field, into the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Cyclones were lined up all sides on the extra point attempt. Quarterback sneak. That's a 2-point conversion. It's good. So Watkins goes in for the 2-point conversion, makes it 8-8 with 3:03 to go in the first. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclone football, WRBK.
He caught that thing in full stride.
Huh?
He caught that thing in full stride.
Oh yeah, that was just a big play.
Huh?
That was just a big play.
Yeah.
Back here, Juarez-Diaz's kick was taken by the Cyclone up man, number 2, Reggie Heath, right at the sideline. And it had Reggie let it go out of bounds. The Cyclone had it at the 35-yard line, but instead he caught the ball and tried to get upfield, got to the 25 before he was rudely met by some Panthers. Brings up 1st and 10. Cyclones have it on their own 25-yard line with 2:57 to go in the first quarter. Trooper hands it off up the middle, this time to Elijah Coleman. Elijah makes a couple minutes. Oh, he gives a stiff arm. He gets to the 35-yard line. That's 11 yards and a first down. He almost broke it. 26 yards on 4 rushes so far tonight for Elijah. Cyclones move the chain here. Their 4th first down of the first half. 36 seconds left on the play clock. Cyclones moving pretty quickly here. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off on a counter play to Coleman. Coleman's getting some running room over the right side. He's the stiff arm. He's got down the sideline. 45-yard line, 40. He's going to get run out of bounds, and they're going to spot him somewhere near the 40-yard line, waiting for the linesman to get down there and spot the ball. Got spotted at the 39-yard line. That's a 21-yard gain for Elijah Coleman. 52 yards on the night so far. Third play of this drive. Cyclones got a little bit of energy now. 2:20 to go in the first. Tied 8-8. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to look across the middle. He's got his man open. That's TJ. TJ Wilmore drops the football. He came across the 35-yard line. Ball falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. In the bread basket.
I think, as the other side goes, he's looking downfield.
Whatever he was doing, he did not secure the catch. 0 for 2 tonight officially for Trooper. Man in motion from left to right. That's Demias Witherspoon. Trooper takes it. He's going to roll to his right. Throws back across his body. Ball's up in the air. And Amari Pendergrass went up to get it. It was thrown a little high. He had a chance. Ball falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones. Ball's at the 39-yard line of the Panthers. Cyclones had a promising start to this drive. We'll see if we get some yardage here. And certainly 2 down territory for the Cyclones. Minus 1 big play. The defense has been stout. 2:11 in the first. Cyclones tied 8-8. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. Got a blitzer coming across the middle. He throws it out there. Elijah Coleman catches it one-handed. 35-yard line, 30. 25-20. He's got some running room. He's going to get run out of bounds. Good defense out there down the field by number 4, Tucker Bolin. But not before the Cyclones picked up a significant chunk of yardage inside the 20-yard line to the 16. That's a 23-yard pitch and catch from Trooper Floyd to Elijah Coleman.
I thought he was knocked out of bounds before he actually was knocked out. Ran down the tight
23-yard pitch and catch. Sixth play of this drive coming up. Hands it off to Elijah up the middle. Elijah's got some run room, but there's going to be a penalty marker thrown in the middle of the offensive line, Jimbo, by the umpire. What does that mean?
it's not good.
That's going to be a holding penalty on the Cyclones. That will be their fourth for a total of 30 yards so far tonight. 155, tied at 8, but driving. 155 left in the first. Cyclones have it on the 25-yard line. They got to get to the just beyond the 7 for a first down, just inside the 7 for a first down. So it's first down at 18. Trooper Floyd's in the huddle with his offensive line. Now he breaks the huddle about 5 yards deep. Offensive line gets to the line of scrimmage. Sends 2 receivers to the right side. 2 to the left. Now he sends a man in motion from left to right. That's Antonio Hopkins. Trooper's going to swing it out here. Dan Hop on a swing pass. 20-yard line. Gets to the 15-yard line and gets most of that penalty yardage back. Cyclones have it second down, and it looks like 9 after the pass, pitch, and catch from Floyd to Hopkins.
T-Hop had a full speed there.
7th play of this drive. Second down and 10. 30 seconds left on the play clock. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll to the left, pitch to Antonio Hopkins. He cuts upfield. He puts a stiff arm out. He's still driving hard. He's going to get close to the 10-yard line. He gained 4 on the play. We got flags all over the field. Hopkins is slow to get up. Excuse me, that's Demias Witherspoon slow to get up. Not sure what the penalty marker is. It's marked at the 12-yard line. The linesman and the umpire threw the marker. So against Batesburg-Leesville might be a face mask. Personal foul face mask, half the distance to the goal. It's going to be a first down for the Cyclones at the 6-yard line. First and goal, Cyclones at the 6-yard line. 8th play of this drive forthcoming. Floyd in the shotgun, H-back to the left side of the offensive line. Hands it off to Coleman over the left side. He picks his way through. He's going to drive his way forward, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. The linesman was slow. Jimbo called it long before because Jimbo's got new eyeballs. 1:14 to go in the first. Cyclones just took the lead 14-8. And Trooper Floyd and the offense will stay on the field to go for 2, as the Cyclones always do.
Boy, he had those legs turning. He was not going to be stopped.
Demias Witherspoon in the shotgun formation. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll over the left side. That's a 2-point conversion and is good. Got a good block out there by Elijah Coleman and T.J. Wilmore to spring him into the end zone. 16-8 Cyclones. We'll take a break and we'll be back.
Even though through all the adversity, we still score.
That's right. Welcome back to Batesburg-Leesville High School. Cyclones up 16-8 with 1 minute to go in the first. DJ Stevenson's kickoff was taken by number 22, Amandre Wooden, at his own 15-yard line or so. He fumbled, actually, the catch, picked it up, ran all the way across the field. He's at the right hash, ran all the way to the near sideline, the left sideline, and then turned it upfield. Cyclones had guys there. They just didn't stay in their lanes. He took it to the house for 85 yards and a touchdown. So it is now, with 1 minute to go, 16-14, Cyclones over the Panthers of BHP. On to try the extra point is Juarez Diaz, and the kick is up, and it is good. It is now 16-15. Cyclones over the Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville. Cyclones have had 2 big plays hurt them. Outside of that, they have played exceptional tonight.
That one right there, that guy just turned on the Jets.
Amandre Wooden took it to the house for roughly 85 yards on the kickoff return. Juarez Diaz's kick was good, so now we are, again, I'll remind you, 1 minute to go in the first. Cyclones 16, Panthers 15. We'll hold it right here. Didn't expect that, Jimbo. Cyclones have covered well all season on the kickoff. That guy it was kind of a busted play, and he just broke free to the outside. That ball's going to be taken by Reggie Heath on the kickoff. It's going to roll into the end zone. Got a heck of a break. The Panthers did. The ball hit at the 20-yard line with about 5 yards to the end line. Reggie Heath let it go over his head thinking it was going to roll out of bounds, and it took a Panthers roll, turned left, and made its way into the end zone. So instead of the Cyclones having it at the 35, they have it at the 20. Cyclones take it over. First and 10 is their own 20 with 1 minute to go in the first. On their 4th offensive possession of the first quarter. This game started off, Cyclones were all over BLHS, doing whatever they wanted to do, and now 2 big plays, and we got a football game, and it's slowed way down the pace. Floyd takes the shotgun snap, hands it over to the Coleman. Coleman's going to drive hard. He gets over the 20-yard line, maybe to the 22, gain of 2, brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Cyclones. Coleman has 7 rushes for 59 yards so far and 2 touchdowns. Left side of the offensive line's blocking well. Let's give him some credit.
Oh, Reggie, he must feel like an ocean girl. He's got all by surfing around.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the first quarter, I would imagine. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. And the counter play again to Coleman. Coleman breaks free. 30-yard line, 35-yard line. He got enough for a Cyclone first down. That's a gain of 8 on the play. First down and 10 for the Cyclones. They stop the clock and spot the ball. Cyclones will hold it, I think. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. Cyclones will end one, up 16-15. Barring 2 big plays from Batesburg-Leesville, Cyclones are all over them. But yet, those 2 big plays have the Cyclones in a tight football game after quarter number 1. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclone Football, WRBK.
Between those 2 big plays and the penalty down here in this end zone, we should be up 3 touchdowns.
Well, they scored on a 78-yard touchdown run and an 85-yard kickoff return.
Yeah. Or is it 16-15?
All right, back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School, Cyclones in a tough one, 16-15. 2 big plays for Batesburg-Leesville. A 78-yard pass from Tanner Watkins to Katie Witt, and a 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Barring that, they've done nothing offensively to move the football. Cyclones have sustained drives. One drive of 9 plays, another drive of 8 plays. They're in their third play of this drive after picking up their 8th first down of the night. Starting the second quarter up 16-15, 12 minutes to go in the first half. Trooper Floyd's in the shotgun formation. Coleman stands to his left, takes a shotgun snap. He slings it out here to Amari Pendergrass, 35-yard line, 36. That's a gain of 4. Good pass and catch by Floyd to Pendergrass. Brings up second down and 6. Trooper Floyd is 3 of 6 for 36 yards so far. Takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, slings it in the flats. He's got a man open. That's Demias Witherspoon's 45-yard line. 50. He's going to get drug out of bounds on the Batesburg-Leesville side of the 50. That's a gain of 16 and the Cyclone first down. Cyclones have it first down and 10. Their 9th of the first half. Up 16-15. Floyd into shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to a Coleman. Coleman starts right, cuts back left. Now he gets hit in the hole, but bounces forward. Yards after contact. He gets 3 on the play, brings up second down and 7.
He was running hard. He was running hard. He deserved this.
63 yards on 9 carries, average of 7 yards per carry for Elijah Coleman so far. Even a preacher can do that math. 11:15 to go in the second quarter. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to Coleman again. That ball's thrown in the flats. Good defensive play by number 88, John Sawyer. 6'3", 185-pound junior's been all over the field tonight defensively for Batesburg-Leesville, Jimbo.
Yes, sir. He's playing hard.
Brings up third down and 7 for the Cyclones. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, stops back 3 steps, and he's got all day to throw. He's going to throw deep down the field on a double move. Reggie Heath just barely overthrows Reggie. Ball falls incomplete. Brings up fourth down and 7 for the Cyclones. Coach Floyd's going to punt it here, I believe. Not put his defense in a difficult position, but that was good blocking by the offensive line. Trooper just barely out through Reggie. If he hadn't, he would have had 6 points because he was beyond the defender.
It looked like he alligator.
He may have. Troopers only 4 of 9 for 36 yards so far. Troopers back to punt. Waiting on the snap. It's a high wobbly snap, but he got it. Flipped the ball. It's a high end over end kick. It's going to hit at the 20-yard line, take a Panthers bounce backwards, and it's going to be down at the 24-yard line. That ball was ported from the 47. That's a 23-yard punt by Trooper Floyd. And we've got 10:52 left in the second quarter. 16-15, Cyclones lead, but Batesburg-Leesville has it now on their own 24-yard line. Moving left to right against the Cyclone defense, which has been, for the most part, stellar. Coach Caldwell's bringing pressure up the middle. They got running room on the outside on the pitch. Cyclones give good pursuit, and they're going to take down the running back at the 25-yard line. That was Terry Radford who had initial contact, but he gained 3 on the play, brings up second down and 7.
Good defense. Good pursuit.
11 yards for number 47 on the night, L.J. Williams. Watkins gets his play call, comes onto the field. He comes off the field every time, Jimbo.
Yes, he does. He goes over and talks to the play.
2nd down and 7. Batesburg-Leesville wants to keep the Cyclone offense off the field and control the football. Sends a man in motion. He fakes the pitch to the left side. Cyclones give pursuit. He throws it out. Boom! Oh! And the Cyclones are there. Number 13, Tamari Caldwell. Coach Caldwell is very, very high on number 13 for the Cyclones. Tamari Caldwell, the sophomore. Defensive back comes up. The pass was complete, but for a loss of 2 on the play.
That was good defense right there. That was textbook.
Third play here. 3rd down and 9. 9:32 to go in the second. 16-15 Cyclones. Sends a man in motion. Wing back from the right side goes in motion. Now he comes back to his position. They got 2 wings. They line up about 2 yards behind the right tackles and offset to either side of the sideline by about 2 yards. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 15-16 Cyclones with the lead as we come back. This is Cyclone Football, WRBK.
Adult violation.
Back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School. 3rd down and 9. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw the ball down the field and try to hit his receiver, number 22, on a fly pattern. That ball falls incomplete. Amandre Wooden, and Batesburg-Leesville is going to be forced to punt. They'll send the punt team on. Quarterback is Watkins is 2 for 9, Jimbo, for 76 yards.
Well, as long as we can keep them bothered up for things like that, I'll be happy.
Here's the punt. Oh, it's a wobbly punt. It's going to be a shank. It hits at the 44-yard line, but takes a heck of a roll for Batesburg-Leesville. Gets inside Cyclone territory to the 44, so it got a 10-yard roll for the Panthers. And that ended up being about a 35-yard punt, but it sure didn't look like it when it came off his foot, did it? Cyclones have it at their own 44-yard line. With 9 minutes and 9 seconds to go, up 16-15. Coach Floyd like to put 6 on the board here. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Ball's on the near hash, which would be the left hash if you're looking from behind the Cyclones. They're moving right to left. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, swings it to the outside. That's Amari Pendergrass. He's got some running room. 45-yard line. Going to be a hold on Reggie Heath. That linesman is all about the holding calls. Called a hold on Reggie Heath, and they're going to back the Cyclones up 10 yards. Erase a good 7-yard gain by Amari Pendergrass. And the Cyclones have hurt themselves again with another holding penalty. These officials are bound and determined, Jimbo, to call holding penalties tonight.
Nitpicking.
Jimbo says nitpicking. A former official says that. I just make sure everybody knows he is a former official. First,
we had a guy on our crew that would nitpick.
First down and 20 for the Cyclones. Ball's
I've seen it more than one time.
Ball's on the 34-yard line. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap, hands it off on the counter play to Elijah Coleman. He gets up to the 35, a gain of 1. Clock runs, 2nd down and 19. First play of this drive, Amari Pendergrass takes the ball from a swing pass. Gets about 8 yards gain, but Reggie Heath was called for a holding. So erase that penalty and back him up 10. So it's instead of second down and 9, or second down and 8, second down and 2, excuse me, it would have first down and 20. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He fakes the handoff. He rolls to his left, looking downfield, throws it back across his body. That ball falls incomplete. He tried to hit Elijah Coleman on a pass out in the flats, and the ball, Jimbo said, was tipped, falls incomplete. But that was set up pretty nicely. I think we would have gotten about 10 to 15 and gotten it back a little bit there. Trooper is, at this moment, 4 of 10 for 36 yards. 8:14, 21 seconds left on the play clock. Cyclones huddled about 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 19. Ball's at the Cyclone 35. Got to get to the 46 of the Panthers for a first down. Floyd, empty backfield set, takes a shotgun snap and rolls to his left. He's got some man coming open, and he throws the ball. It's going to be a 15-yard pass interference penalty on the defensive back, number 12, Felipe. Excuse me, that's not Felipe. That's number 13. Let's get it right. Jaden Waters, the 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, not happy with the call, but Jimbo, anybody in their right mind could see that. 15 yards, automatic first down, isn't it?
You and I could call that from up here, couldn't you?
Goodness gracious. Trooper did a good job just throwing it up there. That's a pass interference, 15-yard automatic first down, I believe, isn't it, Jim?
Yes, sir.
Pass interference, automatic first down. So the Cyclones have it first down and 10. Ball, nose of the football, be touching the 50-yard line. And they should move the chains, shouldn't they?
They're not moving the chains, and they haven't put it down.
Well, they're saying it's third down and 4. Troopers in the shotgun formation, and the Cyclones going to move. He tried to get them to jump off sides, and the Cyclones move, so back them up 5. So instead of third down and 4, we got a third down and 9. Ball's going to be nose of the football on the Cyclones' own 35-yard line.
Man, we have self-destructed tonight.
6 penalties for 45 yards for the Cyclones so far. 4 for 30 on Batesburg-Leesville. All right, third play of this drive, 8 minutes. So right at a minute's gone off the clock with this drive. It seems like, Jimbo, about 10 minutes of real time. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, backs up, got some running room. He's going to step up, and he's going to throw back across his body. He's got a man open. That's Reggie Heath. Ball falls incomplete. Threw it just a little bit high and outside. Reggie went up to get it, but the ball falls incomplete. Coach Floyd is going to send the punting team on. All right, so 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Cyclones up 16-15, but now they're having to punt away after a promising start to this drive. Penalties have hurt them. Got a floating snap. Trooper steps into it. It's a low line drive kick. Takes a Cyclone roll. Hits the 36-yard line. Going to roll out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Going to be a 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty on the Cyclones. And let's see, that ball goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So Troopers' 29-yard punt. But there's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Cyclones. 7:51 to go in the second quarter. And Cyclones doing a little extra pushing and shoving away from the football. And the line judge saw it. It's going to be a costly penalty as well. That's another one. That's a 7 penalties for 60 yards for the Cyclones. That ball was going to be at the 24-yard line, really the 21-yard line. And now, because of where the penalty was, and it was marked off from the spot of the foul, it's going to be at the 41-yard line. That's a big-time field position gain. 26-41. Man in motion. Hands it off to the dive play. Dive running back. He gets to the 45-yard line to the 47. Gains 6 on the play. That was Nicholson. First positive yardage really he's had tonight. Second down and 4 for Batesburg-Leesville. Batesburg-Leesville's not had a first down. 7:31, no, 2 big plays have scored. 78-yard touchdown pass and an 85-yard kickoff return. Outside of that, Cyclones have shut them out. But because those 2 big plays, it is 16-15. Manning swing. Oh, they handed off to they tried to run misdirection. Faked the swing, the pitch to the H-back running from the right side and handed it back off to the A-back coming off into the middle. Cyclones met him in the hole for a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd down and long for Batesburg-Leesville.
Wasn't that T. Harvey?
I believe it might have been. So it is going to be, according to the scoreboard, 3rd down and 8. Ball is at the Batesburg-Leesville 43-yard line. They got to get to the Cyclone 49 for a first down. 2 receivers to the right side, balls on the left hash. 2 wing backs and a pitch back. Goes on the reverse, in the round. Got some running room on the outside. 35-yard line. Cyclones give chase, but not before they get to the 50-yard line, out of bounds at the 48-yard line of the Cyclones. That's a gain of 9 and a first down. Number 1 carried the football on the end around. 4th play of this drive forthcoming here. First down of the night for the Panthers. 6:23 to go. Clock is running in the first half. Cyclones up 16-15. If you're just tuning in, I'm Clint Davis. Jim Fuller with us. Jeff Kerr's not with us tonight. He'll be back next week, Lord willing. In the wing T offense. Takes a shotgun snap on the pitch back. Pitches it to the left wing. He's going to run to the outside, the wide side of the field. Cyclones going to give chase. He's going to be run out of bounds by Tamari Caldwell for the Cyclones. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 8. That ball was run out there by number 2, K.D. Witt.
He ran 15 yards to get 2.
Oh, absolutely. Ball's on the near hash. Batesburg-Leesville moving left to right. They have purple jerseys, white pants, and gold helmets. Cyclone defense, blue pants, white jerseys, blue helmets. Typical away jerseys. Hands it off in the dive play up the middle, and that's going to be Nicholson. He's going to be pulled down in the pile there. I believe that is going to be Terry Radford coming up from the bottom of the pile. Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. 6th play of this drive. Got a timeout on the field from the back judge. He's coming forward having a conversation with the umpire. You know, why don't they have the little headset things that they have in college? The South Carolina High School League not springing for that?
Real simple.
5:37, we got a stoppage on the field. See what we got happening. That's what the back judge primarily takes care of, isn't it?
He's got the watch.
All right, we're ready to play here. 3rd down and 6.
That's a short back judge you can't short. It shows he's paying attention.
I appreciate that.
I do too.
Quarterback gets his play call from the sideline. Now he comes and joins his team in the huddle. 23 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 6. Nose of the football is on the Cyclone 45-yard line. 2 wing backs and a dive man. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to the dive man up the middle. Cyclone's going to stop him. He got hit by Terry Radford from that nose tackle position, and then my main man, Nathan Moss, steps in there and makes a stop. Or excuse me, Luke Reed. Luke Reed, the sophomore. Freshman in there on the stop for the Cyclones. Hadn't called his name all season. Luke Reed, number 40. Nicholson ran for a gain of 1 on the play. Batesburg-Leesville's got the punt team on. I'd be playing punt safe here, Jimbo, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Coach Caldwell has told him. Run a man late on the field. That's number 10, Jay Elwine. What a name. Elwine. Here's the punt. Oh, that's a good high spiral punt. Reggie moves out of the way. It's going to hit and take a Panthers roll. Hits at the 5-yard line. Bounce right out of bounds at the 2. Panthers win, the Cyclones deep. Cyclones will have it 98 yards to go when Trooper Floyd leads his offense onto the field. That's a 43-yard punt by the punter for Batesburg Batesburg-Leesville, Juarez Diaz.
And then it took a right and it hit. Right-hand turn, got on the floor, and took a right-hand turn.
4:37 left in the first half. Cyclones have it up their own 2-yard line, a -2-yard line. Trooper Floyd brings his offense onto the field. He'll be standing about 4 yards deep in his end zone in the shotgun. Elijah Coleman to his left, 2 receivers to the right side. And there is movement. Trooper Floyd takes it and runs it up middle. Nobody knows what to do. Did they not throw a penalty? The whole Batesburg-Leesville line jumped. Did they not, Jumbo?
Yes, sir.
Trooper had a busted play, just ran forward to get out of the end zone. I think he thought the play was going to stop. Something happened. Either the Cyclone offensive line didn't go on a snap count when the center snapped the ball, or Batesburg-Leesville jumped.
Man, that was screwy right there.
Trooper ran forward and got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Trooper takes a shotgun snap. He's going to run isolation on to the right side. He gets over the 5-yard line. He got 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 4 for the 3rd down and 6 for the Cyclones. Third play of this drive. Clock's at 3:42 left in the second quarter. Game was moving right along, and then it hit a snail's pace. Coach Floyd signals his play call in. Coach Floyd will not be happy with how this Cyclone football team has played in the first half. They have not capitalized on opportunities, and mainly because they've hurt themselves. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to run the option to the right side. That ball is almost fumbled into the end zone. Elijah Coleman did catch it, but he lost 2 on the play. Brings up 4th down and long. Cyclones will be forced to punt. 4th punt. 3:01. Cyclones gained 1 yard on that drive. Trooper Floyd stands at the end line of his end zone. BLS, that's a bad snap, and that ball's going to be blocked. It's high, end over end. It got out of the end zone, but it's going to take a roll. Terry Radford picked it up and ran, but it was blocked by number 88, John Sawyer. That was a really bad snap, but I'll say this. We got some issues. We're going to have a toning penalty on John Sawyer. The linesman's going to throw it. The line judge is going to throw it. That's going to be costly because they would have had the ball at the 10-yard line. They're going to back them up 15 yards to the 25, where they'll take it over 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 25-yard line. That punt was blocked, but that was a bad snap. And that's costly because Kyan Kennedy was the long snapper. So the Cyclones are having to put somebody else in at the long snapper position. Oh, we're going to wave the flag off. Why did the guy throw the flag? I guess he's going to throw it on Terry for picking it up and running. Terry picked up the ball about the 10-yard line and ran with it. He didn't know.
I think he thought that if they had touched it,
he could run with it.
Kick it, it was a live ball.
2:35 to go in the second quarter. BLHS, Batesburg-Leesville, blocked a punt, and they recovered it at their own 10-yard line. Toss sweep to the left side, got some running room. Cyclones give chase. That's Antonio T. Hopkins, the Shrine Bowler. Chased down to running back number 22, Amandre Wooden, after a gain of 2. If he hadn't, that would have been a touchdown, Jimbo. Brings up 2nd down and goal. Ball's at the 8-yard line. They got to get to the end zone for a touchdown. 2:14 to go after a blocked punt. Batesburg-Leesville, the Panthers, trying to take advantage of a miscue. Cyclones have been unable to do so tonight. Let's see if Batesburg-Leesville can.
This first half has been the definition of shoot yourself in the foot.
Tanner Watkins gets this play call from his coaching staff. He meets his team in the huddle. Lines up under center. Wing T. Sends a man in motion from left to right. He's going to fake it on a bootleg. Cyclone's going to be there to stop him. That's a loss of 2 yards, and the tackle was made out there. I believe that was by number 4, DJ Stevenson, for the Cyclones. Big-time play, loss of 2, brings up 3rd down and goal from the 10.
That's what's called manning your position.
Staying at home.
Yeah, don't get sucked in. Good defense.
Watkins' second run of the night, negative yardage, -3 yards total. 3rd down and 10. Those are the footballs on the Cyclone 10-yard line. Got a little football game going on behind the end zone. Minute 8. Timeout on the field by Coach of Batesburg-Leesville. Coach Greg Lawson will hold it right here. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Cyclone defense been put in a bind here. Offense unable to capitalize. Just had some unusual occurrences. 2 big plays. Really, that's all we've had. That's all Batesburg-Leesville's had. They've had 1 first down, Jimbo, in the first half. And 1 drive that covered more than covered 7 plays. And they only got about 10 yards on that drive, 11 yards, maybe 12 yards on that drive. Outside of that, they had a big play for a touchdown, 78-yard pass, and a kickoff return. Outside of that, they've done very little. Cyclone defense has been stout. Minute to go in the first half. Cyclones up 16-15. Great Falls up 48-0 after the first half. Hand off to the dive man. Cyclones met him in a hole. He got no gain. And several Cyclone players get up. That's number 39 under the pile, Big Terry Radford. They're going to run the kicking team on the field to try for the field goal. Cyclone defense bows its back and holds strong. It is going to be 16-15 kicking game on the field. The holder's number 5, Cole Price. Kicker is number 12, Felipe Juarez Diaz. 28 seconds on the play clock, 40 in the quarter.
He was making the practice.
Steps back 2 steps, 3 steps, over 2, and he's ready to go. Soccer-style kicker. Umpires counting players on the field. Call a timeout. Coach Greg Lawson does. Now, I don't understand what just happened here, Jimbo. No, well, I can't figure this out because he runs the kicking game on the field. The umpire stands around and counts every player on both teams, and then he motions to the coach, and then the coach calls timeout. If he don't have but 10 on the field, why are you telling him? It seems like to me that something must be going on because what it looked like was he was telling the coach. He was making a hand gesture to the coach, and the coach called timeout. And maybe the coach had told him he wanted to call timeout when he got everybody out there and got set. Yeah, the umpire counted. But he made a motion to the coaching staff over here. I'll be interested to see later in the week what that was about. Fourth down, Panthers. Ball's on the 10-yard line. Juarez Diaz going to have the ball teed at the 17 for a 27-yard field goal attempt. Waiting on the snap. Got a good snap. Kicks up, and it is good. It's going to be 18-16 with 12 seconds to go in the first half. We'll hold it right here, and we'll wait for the kickoff. Cyclones would look like, and barring something crazy happening, they'll go into the halftime break down 18-16. A 27-yard field goal, good, by Juarez Diaz. 12 seconds to go in the half. (18-16) Batesburg over the Cyclones. Juarez Diaz is going to tee it up at the 40-yard line. Deep to receive this kick, number 2, Reggie Heath. Three plays, really, Jimbo. Block punt, kickoff return, and a 78-yard pass. Here's the run up and a kick. Angle to the corner. Tyler's going to take it 15-yard line, 20-yard line. He's going to be tackled. And the Cyclones got 6 seconds here. Four seconds left in the half. Ball's going to be on the Cyclone 19-yard line. Floyd in the shotgun. Takes a snap, going to take a knee. That's going to be the last play of the first half. Cyclone's going to go into the locker room down 18-16 after a half here at Batesburg-Leesville High School. 3 big plays have doomed the Cyclones that in penalties so far in the first half. We'll see what happens after the halftime break. We'll take a break and we'll be back. It's Chester High School football on WRBK.
I'm going to give you something to drink. You want something?
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
Which one?
Whatever.
Gatorade? Powerade?
No, I was drinking water. It's fine. I got water. I'm good. Thank you.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Hall of Fame Night at Batesburg-Leesville High School. In 2009, the Batesburg-Leesville Athletic Hall of Fame inducted its inaugural class of 10 members. Tonight, that number will grow to 54 members from over 100 years of athletics in our community schools.
All right, we're back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School Stadium. I'm Clint Davis. Jim Fuller stepped away. It's the halftime break. Cyclones down, 18-16. 3 penalties. 3 plays have killed the Cyclones. Really, the first half is a tale of 3 plays and penalties. Cyclones had 2 touchdowns pulled off the board because of penalties. And all total, the Cyclones have had 7 penalties for 80 yards. They gave up 3 big plays. The first was a 78-yard touchdown pass from Watkins to Witt. Witt took it 78 yards on a 3rd down and 10 in the third possession, for Batesburg-Leesville up the ball game. Took it to the house, 78 yards. Then the Cyclones scored on a 6-yard touchdown run by Elijah Coleman, which put the Cyclones up 16-8 at that time. And the ensuing kickoff from DJ Stevenson was taken by Amadre Wooden for 85 yards and a touchdown. 2 points. The Juarez Diaz kick was good. At that point, it was 16-15. And that really remained the score up until just prior to the halftime break. With 12 seconds left in the halftime break, the Cyclones give up a 27-yard field goal to Juarez Diaz from Batesburg-Leesville which gives us a score of 18-16 at the halftime break. The Cyclone offense has sputtered, has hurt itself as far as scoring opportunities. They've been able to put some drives together and establish a good bit of time of possession, but they've just hurt themselves with penalties. Trooper Floyd has not been sharp passing the football, and they've given up these big plays. The last touchdown, the last field goals, the last points for Batesburg-Leesville were scored after a blocked punt. Trooper Floyd was punting from his own end zone, had a bad snap, picked up the ball, and then he tried to punt it, and as he did, the punt was blocked by number 88 for Batesburg-Leesville, John Sawyer, 6'3", 185-pound junior who's had a well in the football game. And on the defensive side, the ball was stopped and down at the 10-yard line. Cyclones were able to recover it at the 10-yard line. And then 3 plays later, after 3 plays, Cyclones defense was stout. Batesburg-Leesville tried for the field goal, 27-yard field goal, and it was good. Minus those 3 plays, this game is 16-0. But you know what? You don't get to take away those 3 plays. Cyclones have struggled offensively. Crazy stat, they've had 9 first downs in the first half. Were able to move the football, just weren't able to score points. Trooper Floyd was 4 of 11 passing for a total of 36 yards. Elijah Coleman, the leading rusher for the Cyclones, had 11 rushes for 62 yards. Trooper Floyd added another 4 rushes for 14 yards, and Antonio Hopkins had 2 rushes for 9 yards. All total, that is about 86 yards, 85 yards of rushing for the Cyclones in the first half, 36 yards of passing. The story of the half, really, less than 130 yards of total offense for the Cyclones. But the key and the killer was the penalties. 7 penalties for a total of 80 yards. 2 of those penalties took touchdowns off the board. One of those penalties stalled a promising drive where the Cyclones were cooking off pretty good yardage, chunks of yardage, and a first down and a play that got about 8 yards, but there was a holding penalty called and backed them up, and then the Cyclones put themselves in a bad spot once again. Trooper Floyd has not had a good night punting the football either. He's punted the ball 3 times, 4 times. One of those was blocked, and the rest of them was an average of about 24.5 yards. Whereas BLHS, Batesburg-Leesville, has not done much more either. They've only had 1 first down of the night, but the quarterback is 2 of 9 passing, and for 78 yards and an interception. And rushing the ball, which we expected to see a lot of Batesburg-Leesville, Cyclones been able to stop them on their ordinary offense. Leading rusher is number 3, Nicholson, from the tailback position, or the B-back position in the wing T. He's had 4 rushes for 9 yards. Number 47 from one of the wing positions, L.J. Williams, a junior, has had 2 rushes for 11 yards. And outside of that, nobody else has really been able to do anything. The big play on offense was a 78-yard touchdown pass. And so if you add together all of Batesburg-Leesville's offense, just doing the math quickly in my head, you're looking at somewhere about 120 yards of offense. So neither team's been able to do a whole lot. Cyclones been able to string together some drives, hurt themselves with penalties. Batesburg-Leesville only had penalties for 30 yards of offense, but they have had big play after big play, and that puts them in the position they're in for the lead here at the halftime break, 18-16 on a 27-yard field goal. They took the lead with 12 seconds to go in the first half of a 27-yard field goal from Felipe Juarez Diaz. As the first half comes to a close, we are down here in Batesburg. Cyclones down 18-16. We'll take a break and we'll be back. This is Chester High School football on WRBK.
In 1985 and 1988, the Panthers won the Class 2A Upper State Championship with records of 26-5 and 28-2. Those teams would both fall in hard-fought state championship games to Barnwell in 1985 and Ellenville Fairfax in 1988. The Panthers under Coach Weaver Studlins also advanced to the state semifinals in 83, 87, and 89. Coach Jimmy Hoover was named the Region Coach of the Year 4 times and was a 6-time selection as the Class 2A All-Area Coach of the Year by the state newspaper. During his tenure, he coached 4 B&L Athletic Hall of Fame members: Jessica Barr Dennis, Alice Creed, Willie Mae Thomas Johnson, and Christy Lee. Sadly, Coach Hoover passed on August 26th of this year after a lengthy illness, but he had been notified of his selection to the B&O Athletic Hall of Fame before he passed. He is represented on the field tonight by his grandchildren, Brandon Hoover and Kayla LaCroix, who are joined by several members of former basketball players who played for Coach Hoover. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a Hall of Famer. He's Coach Hoover. In basketball, Henry played under Coach Bob Radius and saw significant playing time as a sophomore. As B&O went 17.
All right, back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School, Cyclones down 18-16. My buddy Jim Fuller has just rejoined me in the booth. He had a little drink break.
A little drink break, a little Powerade.
He had a little Powerade. He got to get a little bit more.
We got to get Cyclones fired up before we got to get fired up.
He had a Powerade to get the Cyclones fired up. I think that's what he's saying. I think it has to do with his dehydration from going to Sheely's. But it is what it is. We've been to Sheely's barbecue tonight, and I should say tonight, this afternoon, and there was a lot of people in there this afternoon. Man, we got the early bird special, I think.
We're there at 4 o'clock?
We got about 4:45, and all the people that looked in there looked like you, though.
I tell you what.
I mean, they didn't have the physical physique. I'm talking about their hair and the wisdom that they had to possess looked like you.
There was a lot of that.
Yes, there was.
Plus, there was a lot of poundage. I bet you.
I was bringing a lot of poundage.
I was the smallest guy in there.
Jimbo, by a long shot.
I bet you the average weight in that room that we were in was probably 240 to 250.
Look, you look like Tyler.
Anorexic.
You look like Tyler Williams for the Cyclones. I have no idea what his stats are, but he's got to be like 5'2", 110 pounds. You look like him in comparison to the offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs.
They're very well spoken. Very well put.
Let me tell you.
I can't argue with that.
Let me tell you, both. There were some people in there who decided they were going to get their $15 worth.
There was some help.
And they did. And I'm proud of them.
Every bit of it, too.
I'm proud of them. How about you put the hurting on the old, you was putting the hurting on not only the coconut cream and the ice cream, which settled your stomach. By the way, I found out that you can eat fatback, you can eat greens, you can eat pulley bone chicken. For the others who don't know what that is, I don't either. It's the wishbone that's got meat on it. Apparently it's fried down there, and they call it the pulley bone, according to Jim.
And it's all white meat.
That might be a 1928 reference, but it is what it is. 1934. So the pulley bone chicken, you can eat all that, and your stomach be a little. It's a pulled pork with mustard sauce. Look, just eating it up, hash, everything, and the hash got a little twinge of liver in it. That's why I don't care for it. But you like it. Yeah, it gives you some hemoglobin, iron.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you look like you got a little more, energy.
Color in my cheeks.
You do. You look good. and so you eat all that, and then I found if your stomach's a little unsettled, just have a little soft serve inside it.
Look, but you got to have the coconut custard on the bottom and the soft serve on top. Chocolate and vanilla soft serve.
Swirl. You gotta go to swirl.
Gotta go swirl. Cannot be one flavor. You gotta swirl it. You put that on top of the custard, and that settles the stomach right there.
I mean, it just settled your stomach.
That's right.
I said I'm worried a little bit about eating too much and having to talk on the radio and not feeling. That's why we came a little early to kind of let the sauce settle. And Jim said, "Don't worry about it. Get you a little soft serve. It'll settle your stomach." And you know, I had mine a little cold. It was good. It settled me right down.
You didn't get enough for them out. You got a kitty coming. That's what you got. A kitty coming.
Why are you over here? Okay, for those of you who don't know, we're in this booth, and it is a brick oven.
Yes,
when we got here today, it was quite warm. The door was locked, and it opened it up. It felt like a sauna. And we walk in here, and a dry sauna. What do they call those things? Anyway, a dry, hot room, and we came in here, and now Jimbo's drinking a Powerade that he has poured into a cup. What is the deal? What is the deal with that? Why don't you want to drink out of the bar?
Well, I went down there to the kitchen and get some ice.
They didn't have any?
Whole concession stand, not one single ice. None.
Well, that's because they frying something down there. I've been smelling it since we sat up here.
That cooler, they had all these drinks in it. Was supposed to be frozen. She says, "I think you find that frozen milk." She doesn't know me and ice.
You usually bring your own.
I will next time.
I heard that.
I'll have mine.
All right, they got.
Like you got some ice.
No, I don't have any ice. I just have. I poured it out. I think we're going to take another break here. Cyclones down 18-16 at the half. We'll come back and talk a little bit about the first half. They're giving out some plaques and stuff like that to former players here at Batesburg-Leesville and others who are part of a kind of a Hall of Fame here. And congratulations to them. We'll be back with Cyclone football on WRBK.
I wonder what the deal is.
Do what?
Wonder what the deal is. There's some of the all-conference people.
I think it's something to do with Hall of Fame. That guy doing it had a Hall of Fame shirt on.
Oh, did he?
The BLHS Hall of
That
Fame.
guy was saying right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. They didn't ask our permission, though, did they? Adult libations.
All right, back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School. Cyclones down 18-16, halftime break. 4 minutes left in the halftime break. Let me give you some scores, Jimbo. We talked about some of these games. A couple scores around the region. We've got Northwestern on top of Rock Hill, and no surprise to anyone, 35-14. York all over. The Cougars all over the Yellow Jackets from Fort Mill, 34-0. Nation Ford trailing the Cavaliers of Richland Northeast, 21-16 at the half.
That's a surprise.
That's shocking.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. Clover, Bowling Springs in a tight one in the third quarter. Clover 13, Bowling Springs 14 in the third.
That's a surprise.
Are you going to get your headset settled over there?
I got it settled.
Okay, how about telling me that I could cut it off?
No, I'm okay. I got my glasses.
Okay, good. Got to get the glasses right. White Knoll 14, Lancaster 8
Figured that.
in the third. Here we go. Chesterfield 12, Macbee 26. Yeah, we expected that one. Gaffney 20, Fort Dorchester 20 at the half. That's a good ball game.
Yeah, that's good ball.
T.O. Hanna 20-6 over Lawrence. Somerville 34-0 over Goose Creek.
Who picked that?
Irmo 27-0 over Airport. The only good thing about Airport is the view.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We went there when you needed the pizza place.
We had the pizza place. Yep. Beaufort 34-14 over Bluffton. Marlboro County is trailing Dillon 21-0 to half.
That's not just one.
Here's one, Jimbo, I didn't see coming. You had it right. Louisville 27-0 over Andrew Jackson at the half.
I figured that.
You had it right. I thought it'd be closer than that. Let's see. Burns 28-0 over West Florence. Dorman 21-7 over River Bluff. Clinton 9, South Aiken 14 in the second.
You were surprised then?
I am. South Aiken's 4A school, though, isn't it? But I am a little surprised that that's a long trip though from Clinton to Aiken.
Back roads too.
That's a tough one. Chapman all over Union County, 50-7 at the half.
At the half?
At the half. Great Falls over Thornwell Charter, 48-0. Our friend Travis Jenkins is there. Travis told me, he just texted me, and he said that Thornwell Charter came in tonight on a high. They had won last week. Well, I don't know if they had a win, but they won last week. Now listen who they beat. Clear Dot.
Who?
Clear Dot. I've never heard of. Travis said.
It sounds like a computer school to me. Clear Dot.
Travis said Thornwell beat someone named Clear Dot last week.
That's a computer school for me.
Jimbo, settle down. Take away the. What did you put in the Powerade, Jimbo? No wonder you want a little lies. Spartanburg 33, Malden nothing. Dutch Fort 14, Weddington, North Carolina 0 at the half. I got to go to Weddington on Monday for a volleyball game. D.W. Daniel 28-0 over Riverside. Myrtle Beach beat Marion last night 59-20. They played because of the storm. And Camden 23-0 over Lake City. We are here at Batesburg-Leesville. Both teams out doing their stretches. Cyclones down 18-16. They will get the football to start the third. I'm sure Coach Floyd, here comes Coach Nick Emerson across the field. He's going to the top of the booth here. I'm sure they had a conversation during the halftime break. They missed Kyan Kennedy out there, I think, offensively tonight. They certainly missed Kyan at the long snapper position. Bad snap cost the Cyclones some time and punting off deep in their own end zone and allowed for a punt block that set Batesburg-Leesville up for the 3 points at the end of the first half to take the lead. And defensively, you got to be pleased. You gave up one play. One play. Outside of that, they played exceptional against a hard offense to defend, but yet they find themselves behind because of the one big touchdown and then the two special teams plays. Kickoff return by Batesburg-Leesville, and then the block punt. Outside of that, the defense gave up one touchdown.
And how many first downs did Batesburg-Leesville have? Two?
Batesburg-Leesville had one first down in the first half that I have, and Cyclones had 9. Cyclones killed themselves with penalties. So let's take another break.
I got some news for you.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
NC State tied with Virginia. Virginia. 7-7.
Yeah, I heard that. That's not really something I really want to talk about right now. That's disappointing. Is what that is. But anyway, let's get going here. Let's take a break and we'll be back. This is Cyclone Football on WRBK.
Wouldn't you love to hear the conversation at halftime?
Wolf Pack just scored a touchdown. 28 seconds in the half. Up 13-7. Go Pack.
Well, Janice is watching it.
If I was a Clemson fan, I'd be calling for the firing of Dave Gordon right now. Fire him.
Fire them all.
But I'm not, and I'm like, dude, 1-9. He's 9-3, 9-4. Let's let it ride. He's doing a good job. Not many folks from Chester came.
No, I'm a little disappointed with that. Especially after we won so big last week.
They done found out you ate all of Sheila's ice cream.
They heard that?
They heard that. They didn't come. The Jimbo done ate all the ice cream.
If I had a second chance,
I like
I'd do it
press box.
again.
Huh?
If I had a chance, I'd do it again.
I know. I like press box to give you your own space. I like having your own space in press box.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We got a visitors press box next week.
Oh, really?
At Woodford. At Woodruff.
I never been there.
No, we got a visitors press box there. That's good. I'd like to have my own space.
Jeff will be back next week, won't he?
Yeah.
This is really nice.
All right, we're getting ready to receive the kickoff. Cyclones deep. Reggie Heath Jr., Antonio Hopkins, and Tyler Williams. Here's the run-up and the kick. Juarez Diaz's kick is going to be taken by Williams at the 21-yard line, 25-yard line. Excuse me, that's Demias Witherspoon, 30-yard line. He's got some running room, and it's going to be a hold on Terry Radford. That ball, why are you going to throw the flag? He's tackled at the 40-yard line. He threw a holding flag 30 yards away from the doggone play, Jimbo. That's ridiculous.
That is a no-no. You don't throw a flag if it doesn't influence the play that's going away from you.
That's
exactly what happened.
That's somebody on a power trip. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Throw a penalty marker that's not going to affect the play.
Was going away from you.
He threw it on the near side of the field, and the boy was running on the far hash.
There it is.
He's 35 yards away from the ball. That's crazy. Cyclones start the second half like they ended the first with penalties, and unfortunately, that was, in my opinion, a bad call. But what are you going to do? Cyclones, instead of having it at their own 40-yard line, they have it at their own 28-yard line. 11:52 to go in the third. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Antonio Hopkins. He's got running room. 35-40, 45-50, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, down to the 1-yard line. That was Elijah Coleman. He went from the 28-yard line down to the... No, he's going to block him out of bounds at the 5. We got an injured player on the field for BHP, so from the 28-yard line to the 5.
You tripped on the track on it?
No. 68-yard run by Elijah Coleman on the first play of the drive from scrimmage here to start the second half, down to the 5-yard line where the back judge marked him out of bounds.
That's a nice way to start the half, isn't it?
Absolutely. 130 yards now for Elijah on the night. First down and goal for the Cyclones at the 5-yard line. TJ Wilmore in at the H-back position for the Cyclones, lined up behind the left tackle. Hand off to Coleman, and he's going to push his way into the end zone. That's a 5-yard touchdown run by Elijah Coleman. So the Cyclones get on board here, starting the third quarter on 2 plays and a touchdown. 11:22 to go in the third. Cyclones have taken the lead. It is now 22-18 on the third touchdown run by Elijah Coleman in the football game.
He's had a good night.
135 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'd say so, Jimbo.
It's good.
2-point conversion is good. It's run in by Trooper Floyd on the quarterback power, and the Cyclones are up 24-18 with 11:22 to go in the third. We'll hold it right here as we get ready to change possession. Cyclones will be kicking off, and we get back to action with a 24-18 lead. 2 plays from scrimmage, touchdown Cyclones. Jimbo, they just called a car that needs to be moved immediately. They're not talking about ours, is it?
That's not running, folks.
Jimbo, how are we going to get on? Y'all, I smell great from this Powerade, but I'm starting to wonder. 11:22 to go in the third. Cyclones just took the lead, 24-15. DJ Stevenson has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Cyclones will be kicking right to left to the Panthers of Batesburg-Leesville. Here's the run-up and the kick, high and over-end kick, taken at the 10-yard line, 15-yard line, 20, trying to get up in the wedge, breaks to the outside. That's number 22, Amadre Wooden. He got to the 21-yard line before his feet went out from under him, and the Cyclones were there to pounce on him. So it is first down and 10 for the Panthers. Balls at their own 21-yard line.
He was sort of loping. He wasn't running full speed.
Yeah, he was trying to get in that wedge. 11:18 to go in the third. Now down 24-18 for the Cyclones. Coach Floyd certainly lit a fire, it looks like. We'll see what happens here to start with this defense in the third quarter. First possession of the third quarter for Batesburg-Leesville. Wing T hands it off to his dive man. He's got some running room, but the Cyclones are going to close that hole quickly. He got 2 yards, I think. That brings up second down and 8 for Batesburg-Leesville. After a gain of 2, that's Nicholson. 11 yards on 5 carries so far tonight. Got to give a shout out to my main man, Big Rick Davis. He's listening. He had a little surgery today, a little procedure, doing well. Glad he's home, laid up, listening to the Cyclone broadcast.
Yeah, get well quick, Big Rick, so you can come see us.
Quarterback takes a snap under center. He's going to try to air it out down the field, and he's got a receiver, but the Cyclones go up with him. That's number 3, Demias Witherspoon, running stride for the intended receiver, Cole Price. And Demias turns his head just in time, makes a play on the football, knocks it down, brings up third down and 8.
That was a good play. That was a great play.
For Batesburg-Leesville.
For a 10th grader?
2 of 10 passing tonight for Watkins. He gets this play call from his coach.
I wonder why they don't do hand signals instead of him having to turn over the side.
Old school. You can't do hand signals when you run that wing T. You got to bring them off the field. It's old school. You got to be old school all the way around. Man in motion. He does the pitch back to him. That's number 22. Cyclone's going to give Wooden chase, and they're going to take him down for a loss of 2, I believe. Sees where the linesman spots him. Cyclones were all over that running back right then, and it's going to be 4th down and long for the Panthers. Ball's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line, so he lost 3 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 11. Deep to receive this punt is number 2, Reggie Heath for the Cyclones. Punter is number 12, Felipe Juarez Diaz. He's a 5'10", 150-pound senior. Strong wind might blow him over. He got a good snap, and he got a good leg into it. It's a spiral. It's a low spiraling punt. It's going to hit at the 49-yard line of the Panthers and then bounce just over the 50-yard line into the Cyclone territory, where it'll be down at the 49 by the Panthers, and the Cyclones will put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line after forcing a punt, and that punt was a 31-yard punt.
Good field position to start our second round of the third quarter.
9:33 to go in this one. Friend Karen Kerr just texted me, said, I'm a Clemson fan, and I've been calling for the firing of Dave Doran for years. I love me some KK.
I tell you what, they just went ahead of Virginia.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, swings it out here in the flats to Coleman, but good coverage out here, good defense by Batesburg-Leesville. The Panthers force a loss of 2 on the play. Two receptions for Coleman tonight. 20 yards. 3rd down and 13. 9 minutes to go in the third. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He hands it off to Coleman. Coleman starts up the middle, cuts out to the outside. Going to be a holding call. Back him up 10 yards and replay 2nd down. Oh, and now a 15-yard penalty on number 70 for the Cyclones. That's going to be 25 yards of penalties on this one play. You know, if memory serves me correct last year, Jimbo, last year the Cyclones had a similar type chippy game with Batesburg-Leesville. In fact, I believe it was a different score. It was 42-6, and the game actually ended with 6 minutes or so left in the game because the game got so chippy and so out of hand. Cyclones need to watch themselves right here because it looks like they're baiting them back into that kind of game.
Yep, sure does.
And causing the Cyclones to play mistaken football. Let's see what the penalty is. The first one is a hold on the interior of the offensive line. Then there'll be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. So it's second down. So it'll be second down. Then a dead ball, personal foul against the Cyclones, 15 yards. So the Cyclones will have to get to. The Cyclones will have to get to Saluda for a first down. It is second down and a long way. 8:48 to go in the third. Cyclones just had 25 yards of penalties.
Where to go from?
Cyclones now have 115 yards of penalties on tonight's football game. Floyd in the shotgun formation, takes a shotgun snap. He's looking downfield, run a screen pass across the middle to Demias Witherspoon. Witherspoon catches it at the 20-yard line and gets to the 25. He gained 5 on the play, brings up third down and long. That would be an understatement. Third down and long for the Cyclones. I believe they said 35? 29.
I tell you what, I'd be ready to hear from the fly call.
What you got to lose?
That's right. What do you have to do? If they intercept, so what? It's about as far as they can take the money.
They're going to throw a double move on them here. Batesburg-Leesville got some men up front. Trooper's going to roll to his right, try to. Well, he had to get out of there. He got to the 25-yard line to the 28-yard line. He gained 3 on the play. Brings up fourth down and a little bit shorter here. Not quite Augusta. Maybe North Augusta. Fake, punt, Trooper punt. Ball was caught. What happened, Jim?
They think that he may have been laid out of bounds, but he moved about 2 yards in and drove him out of bounds.
Trooper punted the ball.
Yeah, before on the freeze.
I looked down to right something and flat missed the play. Trooper punted the ball. It was caught about the 45-yard line. The way the crowd was reacted, they may have gotten close to blocking that one, but it was taken by Amandre Wooden, I do know, about the 45, maybe 46 of the Panthers, and advanced to the Cyclones' 43-yard line, where they'll put it in play first and 10, and we got some kind of issue going on with one of the Cyclone players and the umpire. Plus 43-yard line. Unsportsmanlike penalty on the Cyclones. Cyclone defender must have said something either to the umpire or within the earshot of the umpire. So instead of being first and 10 at the 43-yard line, it is now first and 10 at the 28-yard line. $50 yards in penalties so far for the Cyclones in the second half. 80 in the first half, 50 in the second half.
And you should go the whole game and not get 50. You don't think penalties are key?
Quarterback takes it, throws it across the middle to his receiver, Sawyer. Sawyer gets to the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 18 yards and a first down.
Oh, that was good.
First and 10, balls at the 12-yard line. 7:17 to go in the third. Cyclones and Panthers. Cyclones up 24-16. Panthers knocking on the door. Pitch to Wooden on the outside. Cyclones give chase. He catches his field, but the Cyclones are going to catch back up with him after a good attempt at a first tackle by Antonio Hopkins. Help got there. They took him down for a gain of 1, but there is a holding penalty on the Panthers that'll back them up 10. Cyclones up 24-18 with 7 minutes left in the third. First down at 18 now after the 10-yard penalty. First of the second half for Batesburg-Leesville. Ball's on the Cyclone 20. Knocking at the door. Cyclones up 24-18. Timeout by Batesburg-Leesville. We'll take it with them. This is Cyclone football on WRBK.
Timeout. Batesburg.
I've never seen anything like this.
Huh?
I've never seen anything like this.
It's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School, first down and 18 for the Panthers. Ball's to the Cyclone 20-yard line. Moving left to right, purple jerseys, white pants, gold helmets. Jimbo Fuller. Clint Davis calling the game for you tonight. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw across the middle. He's intercepted by the Cyclones. 15-yard line. That's Reggie Heath. 20, 25-yard line. He's still on his feet, reversing field. He's at the 15. He'll be tackled down, and the Cyclones will take it over first and 10 at the 25.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we need right there.
Boy, that was a big-time blunder by number 16, Tanner Watkins. Threw across his body, and Reggie Heath was there and made the interception. Second interception of the night for Reggie. Second interception thrown by Watkins.
Well, I tell you what, Reggie was in the right place at the right time and just jumped up and grabbed it.
All right, Cyclones, it's time to get it back here. 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the third. Cyclones pushing the ball forward, right to left. Ball's at their 25-yard line. Reggie Heath moves from the right side of the formation to the left in the slot. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. It's going to be a direct snap to Elijah Caldwell. Cyclones going to get a penalty here. Shocker. It's going to be a legal procedure, and it's going to be a formation issue against the Cyclones. Direct snap was to Elijah Coleman. I believe that was intended, but the lines judge threw the penalty on the Cyclones. Oh, sideline warning against a Shocker. I couldn't believe it was against the Cyclones.
Let's write this down. I don't believe this. Write it down.
Please forgive me. That play stands. Elijah Coleman over the right side gained 3 on the play. 138 yards now.
If that line judge comes down that sideline and he bumps into anybody, that's it.
The line judge has not been the Cyclones' friend.
No.
Trooper takes a shotgun snap, runs a counter play to Coleman. Coleman's over the right side. He's going to get to the 34-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. And to get to the 35, they're going to spot him at the 33. So it's going to bring up third down and 2. Gain 5 on the play. 142 now for Elijah Coleman in the football game. He takes a breather. He got bummed up last week with an ankle. Well, he got bummed up against South Point and then kind of re-aggravated it last week, but he's run hard tonight.
Real hard.
Hopkins spells him in the backfield. Shotgun snap to a Trooper. He hands it off to Antonio. Antonio gets to the right side. He gets enough for the first down, I believe. If the linesman's going to spot him at the 35, that's enough for a Cyclone first down. And that's enough. 2 yards and a first down by T-Hop over the right side. 11 yards rushing tonight for T-Hop. That's the second. Let's see, that's the second first down of the night in the second half for the Cyclones. 5:19 to go in the third. Cyclones up 24-18 if you're just tuning in. Batesburg-Leesville's been able to stick around with the big play. Cyclones have had the football most of the night offensively. Trooper's going to run. They're going to throw it to Myers. Witherspoon's going to throw it downfield. Reggie, he's going to catch it. 35-yard line, 30. He makes one man miss. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Great play.
Demyas Witherspoon on the halfback pass to Reggie Heath down the field for a 65 and a house call.
I tell you what, he was wide open. Nobody near him.
Cyclones
That
up
was nice.
30-18 with a big play strike of their own.
God.
65 yards and a house call for the Cyclones. Cyclones will go for 2. Panthers run a defender on late. That's number 55, Jamarcus Williams.
He's a couple of biscuits short of 250.
I think he's been to Sheely's a time or two.
I think he has.
He may have visited the ice
bar.
cream bar. That's a fake handoff, throw across the middle to TJ Wilmore for the Cyclones. Trooper Floyd is complete for the 2-point conversion. Cyclones now up 32-18.
It's good to see a big guy like that get some points.
4:49. We'll take a break, and this is Cyclone Football on WRBK.
All right.
Back here, DJ Stevenson's kickoff was fumbled by number 22, Amandre Wooden, and he fell back on the ball after he actually muffed the catch, and he's going to have it at his own 20-yard line. I tell you what, Batesburg-Leesville has gotten themselves in a situation now they're going to have to start throwing the ball. That's not what they want to do.
Not with Reggie Heath like that.
Cyclones up 32. Isn't it 32, Jimbo?
Yes, sir.
I can't see the scoreboard.
32-18. Might be rise. I got that.
Well, it's this brick wall.
You can't see through the brick.
That's right.
So you're not Superman.
Yes. Handoff. Quarterback fakes the handoff. Cyclone's going to get him in the backfield, but he's going to fight his way forward to the 23-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down and 6. He gained 3 on the play. For the quarterback.
What kind of communication that when he's not over there talking to the 4 or 5 yards away?
Great Falls has won the football game 56-0 over Thornhill. Travis is keeping us updated. Batesburg-Leesville got plenty of time. They're only down 12. They're 14 now. Hands off to the dive man, and Cyclone's going to hit him. That's a new running back. That's number 8. That's Tanner Reichard, a 5'9", 175-pound senior, but he gets about 7 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 1. He does.
He doesn't look big and tired now. He's still in the
Louisville's up still, scores still 27-0 at half over Andrew Jackson. Hands it off to dive man. This time Cyclone's going to hit him in the backfield. He does not make it. That's T-Hop. That's rush for no gain. Bring up 4th down and long for the Panthers. What are they going to do? Looks like they're sending the punt team on, Jimbo. I think you have to, right? I mean, you can't give the Cyclones that short a field.
Well, they got 4th and 2.
Well, it's 4th and 2. You can't give the Cyclones that short a field, can you? Not in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes left, down 14. If they go up another one, it's over. Because you've got an offense, you got to throw the ball.
Yeah, we got one more. Give us one more.
Juarez Diaz on the punt for the Panthers. It's a fake punt taken by Wooden's over the 30-yard line. He got 4 on the play. Big-time call by the coach Lawson there. Got to give him credit. Take your hat off to Greg Lawson. Gutsy call. He got 5 and enough for a first down. Since Karen Kerr's listening, I'll say this. Jeff's probably listening too, perhaps. That punter, the last time I saw a high school punter act a fake out like that, it was Austin Kerr in the state championship game down at Clemson's Death Valley Memorial Stadium. Hands it off to the dive man this time on the first man through. Cyclone's going to stack him up, push him back for no gain on the play. Number 9, Jaden Davis, 5'8", 200-pound running back here. Second down and 9. 1:58 to go in the third. Those are the footballs on the Panthers' 35-yard line. They're moving left to right. Cyclone defense is bunched in. Terry Radford puts his hands over his head, makes a play call. They hand it on the end around to the slot receiver. He's going to be run out of bounds by Dorian Baxley for the Cyclones, along with number 7 for the Cyclones. That is, and I should know his name. I call his number all the time. Oh, goodness, what happened to my roster, Jimbo? Here. Right here, number 7. What's his name? What's his name? Give it to him. Hadifa Taylor. First down and 10. He got the first down. First down and 10. Ball's at the 44-yard line of the Panthers. Hands it to dive. Oh, Terry Radford said, "You're not going anywhere, big man." Ran it off to the dive play. Terry Radford met him 2 yards deep in the backfield and took him down. Big time play by Terry Radford, a disruptor from the nose guard position.
That's Ryan Bowl play right there. 31 seconds left in that third quarter.
Cyclones up 32-18. Batesburg-Leesville in no hurry. Down 14. I would have thought they'd be in a little more of a hurry now, Jimbo. Wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. Well, they time to do off 17 seconds.
Quarterback under center. Takes it and hands it off on a jet sweep. Cyclones give chase. That's Antonio Hopkins. He chased down Amandre Wooden for a gain of 1. And that brings up third down and long. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. Cyclones will go into the fourth, up 14, 32-18. We'll take a break and we'll be back. This is Cyclone Football, WRBK. All right, we're back here. They're playing the YMCA. Village people getting it down here, Jimbo.
How old is that?
I don't know. You ought to be. It was after your heyday, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you were a Frankie Valley guy.
Go ahead.
Stop.
Stop
while you're ahead, Jim.
I am.
Oh, stop before you offend half the county. All right, here we go. For start of the fourth, Cyclones up 32-18. Now,
3rd and 9.
Panthers come out in the spread. 3 receivers to the right side. Quarterback takes shotgun snap. Cyclones give chase. He's going to try to hit his receiver on a fly pattern. He overthrows him. Good coverage by Demias Witherspoon for the Cyclones. Step for step. What will Coach Lawson do here? I think he's got to go for it now. Nope, don't punt it. On the punt is Juarez Diaz.
That boy's had a workout tonight.
His leg don't need to ice it. Don't get in a cold bath. He got a good punt, a good snap this time. Now the punt. It's going to be a low line drive kick taken by Reggie Heath at the 25-yard line. Reggie's breaking to the outside 30, 35-yard line 40. He's going to get run out of bounds at the 42-yard line, maybe 43, where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10. Moving left to right, balls at their own 43-yard line with 11:46 left in this one, up 14, 32 to 18.
Let's have a 10-minute drive. We can handle that. That bridge feels good coming through the wind.
YMCA, Bill Baxter just said, came out in 1978, the year he graduated. Handoff to Elijah Coleman over the left side, and Elijah bulls his way through the attempted tackle. He's going to get to the... Oh, they said he ran out of bounds at the 46-yard line, 48-yard line, excuse me. Linesman spotted it there. So it's a gain of 2. I thought it was going to be more than that. It was a good hard run. It looked better. Got his lick in. 2nd down and 8. Floyd in the shotgun formation, hands it off to Coleman. Oh, he covers it himself on the quarterback power. Floyd driving the power. He gets down to about the 45-yard line, 46-yard line of the Panthers, where the Cyclones will put it in play. They're going to spot him at the 45. 3rd down and 1 with 11:25 left in this one. Cyclones up 32 to 18. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, quarterback power over the left side. He's got the 1st down and more. He puts his way through. He's going to get to the... Oh, he ran and kept on running. I thought he went down, but he kept driving the power. He got down past the 25-yard line to the 22. Good hard run by Trooper Floyd. Cyclone offensive line starting to take control of this one. We've seen this time or two already. Ball's going to be spotted at the 24-yard line. Trooper Floyd with a 12-yard run.
I see some hands on the hips.
Floyd in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman starts right, cuts left. He's going to break through. 5 touchdown Cyclones. Elijah Coleman goes over the left side, breaks back right, and then comes back left. He takes it into the house at the left hash and crosses the goal line. Cyclones up now, 38 to 18, up 20. Trooper Floyd and the offense stay on the field. Ball's going to be spotted at the 2.5 mark. $10:45 left in this one. Cyclones up big. 38-18 on a 24-yard touchdown run by Elijah Coleman, his 4th of the night. Shotgun snap. Trooper's going to pitch it to the left. Hand to Demias. Demias is not going to get in the end zone. Going to be a holding penalty on the Cyclones anyway. So it will not be taken and accepted. So the Cyclones will take a break with them as they switch possession, change possession here at Batesburg-Leesville. Cyclones up 30-18. 38-18, excuse me.
Holding, just decline.
right, good kick by DJ Stevenson, taking it to the 11-yard line by Wooden. He's got some running room. Cyclone's going to catch him from behind. That's going to be number 16, Antonio Hopkins. And there's going to be a 15-yard penalty on number 88, John Sawyer, who's had a heck of a football game, but he just got himself in a lot of trouble come tomorrow or certainly Monday morning when film study comes about. 15-yard unnecessary roughness penalty. Wooden got the ball back to the 34-yard line, tackled by Antonio Hopkins, but it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Sawyer, so they'll back him up 15 yards. These two teams have a history the last 2 years of playing some really extracurricular football. The ball's going to be spotted at the 19-yard line, first down and 10. Batesburg-Leesville down 38-18 to the Cyclones here at home. Batesburg, South Carolina. Quarterback under center. On the pitch play on the outside. Running back got some running room. He split right through the Cyclones who came on a blitz, but he got free. That ball's on the ground, and I believe Batesburg fell on it. Offensive lineman, the hustle play. Though the linesman said he was down. So he picked up about 16 on the play. He got from the 19-yard line to the 37-yard line. He got 18 on the play.
That's a good run, though.
Yeah, that was number 18, I believe. He had a little bit of a speed burst. We hadn't seen Legend Tolan. What a name. Legend. $18-yard gain. First down and 10 at the 41. Hands it off to the dive man on the wing T play. Cyclones tackle him down, ride him down after a gain of 2 on the play. Number 9 was the ball carrier. That is Jaden Davis. Gained 3 on the play. He has 10 yards on the night. Second down and 7. 9:45 and ticking. Batesburg-Leesville content to let the time click. Number 16, Tanner Watkins. They've gone back to running their wing T offense. I guess they figured, let's just get ready for a region play, Jimbo. This pass is complete. Number 5 out in the flats, Cole Price. Gain of maybe 4 on the play. 100 yards passing tonight so far for Watkins. Of course, the big one, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Third down and 2 for the Panthers, 8:53 and counting. Cyclones up 20, 38-18. Watkins under center. Man in motion from the right side. Cyclones jump off sides. That's Terry Radford. He was coming through. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Cyclones. The only thing that's really going to hurt is the penalty stats for the Cyclones, which now gives them 85 in the second half. 55 in the second half and 80 in the first half, so a total of 135 yards penalty so far for the Cyclones tonight. First down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball's at the Cyclone 49-yard line. Moving right to left. Clock's ticking. Watkins under center. 2 wing backs. Man in motion. Hands it to the dive man. Cyclones hit him in the hole, and they will take him down. That was initially hit by Antonio Hopkins from his linebacker position, and then several other guys join in to clean up the mess. Number 8 is Baxley, and number 7, Hadifa Taylor. And then you've also got Reggie Heath getting in on the mix there as well. He gained 2 on the play. End around, misdirection. Gets to the 41-yard line. He picked up about 8 on the play, maybe 9. That's enough for a first down. Ball was carried by number 22, Amadre Wooden. What? That feels good. First down and 10, 7:10 to go. Cyclones up 20. End around to Wooden this time. We've got some running room on the left side. Cyclones string him out, but then they tackle him and drag him down. Clock's running inside the 35-yard line to the 34. So he gained 6 on the play. Maybe 7. 20 yards tonight so far for Wooden, but the big play was the 85-yard touchdown return for a touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown. 6:42 to go. Second down and 7. Tanner Watkins gets this play call from his coach, Greg Lawson. Now he's under center. Waiting on the snap. Tries to get the Cyclones to come. Backs off. Cyclones good. Hold their position. Now they come on a blitz. Hands it off to the dive man. Terry Radford meets him in the backfield along with Antonio Hopkins. He got no gain on the play. Brings up third down and 2. Third down and 2. Davis. Radford's going to come out of the game. Get a breather. Clock runs. Cyclone's going to call timeout. Zy Whitlock was coming in to spell him. Cyclones call timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:41 to go in this one. Cyclones up 38-18. No paper.
Is it still 14-7 state?
Do what?
Is it still 14-7 state?
Yeah. It's 14-10 now. We're back here at Batesburg-Leesville. Third down and short. Third down and 2. 5:41 left in this one. Handed off to the dive man. He tries to pick his way through. He actually lost a yard. No, he lost a yard. Cyclones beat him in the hole. That's number 52, C.J. McCree from the nose tackle position. Handed it off to the dive man, and he got no gain. Maybe lost a half a yard. Brings up fourth down and 3 for a long 3 for the Panthers. Watkins stands on the sideline. Knows the football's on the Cyclone 35. They got to get to the 30. Gosh, they got to get close to the 31 for a first down. It's really fourth down and 4 here.
I guess they have to. And they're in trouble.
5:08 and ticking. 13 seconds left, maybe 10 seconds now on the play clock. Stay in the wing tee position. Watkins under center. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to try to throw it. He throws it to the flats. He's got a man open. That's his receiver. Receiver tries to cut upfield and falls to the ground, but he caught the football enough for a first down. Demias Witherspoon on coverage for the Cyclones. That's not going to hurt you. Let the clock continue to run. You're up 20. You just gave up that 5-yard pass. No big deal.
Not with 4:42 to go.
Not with 4:42 of them taking all this time to take a huddle.
Yeah, buddy. Take your time.
First down and 10. Fourth of the second half. They had 1 in the first half. Fifth of the night. Quarterback under center, waiting on the shotgun snap. Offensive lineman moved on the right side. That's a 5-yard penalty. Back them up. First down and 15.
There you go.
Big man stepping back.
Why is the back judge always the thinnest usually?
Why is the back judge what?
Usually the thinnest.
That's a good question because they do the least of anybody. They just stand back there and watch the clock.
The line judge,
Unless it's some deep.
the line judge and the linesman, they got like power trips. Usually. They got a flag, they want to throw it always in the mix.
And sometimes umpire.
Yeah, that's true. Referee doesn't really throw anything unless it's obvious or some kind of
Unless
jawing.
there's something in the backfield.
Right.
Roughing the pass.
Right, yeah. 4 minutes left in this one. Cyclones up 38-18. Quarterback under center. Takes his shotgun snap. He fakes the pitch across the middle. He's going to throw down the field. It's going to be almost intercepted by DJ Stevenson. Cyclones are giving chase to the quarterback. He just heaved it downfield and falls incomplete. Second down and 15. He is now 4 for 15, 105 yards and 2 interceptions.
That's not a good one.
Well, he's only 9 for 30 coming into the ball.
Yeah, but one of those was like 60, 70 yards. And it's passes.
78.
78.
I'm telling you, minus 3 big plays. Punt block, kickoff return, and a long pass. This game is 38-0. And minus a bunch of penalties for the Cyclones. Play more than that. Movement in the backfield.
No flag.
He rolls to his right, throws back across his body. That ball falls incomplete. Good coverage there by DJ Stevenson. That was intended for Jamarius Clark. Did I miss? And the quarterback went down.
Quarterback, number 40.
But I don't think it was bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
But I mean, did I miss the dive man moving in the backfield too early? Didn't he move?
In my eyes,
I thought he did. Quarterback got banged up on the play.
and they didn't throw a flag on that.
No, he got a little bit of a He's got a little bit of a shaking up here.
He's counting stars.
Yeah, he's his night might be done.
Bro, you go on the sideline. You be playing your
Tanner Watkins, 6'2", 160-pound junior, may be done for the night. He looks like he's a little bit of a wooziness. He got hit by number 40 for the Cyclones. That is Luke Reed.
Like
That's Luke Reed, freshman. Brings up third down and 15. They got to bring in their backup quarterback, number 4, Tucker Bolden, 5'10", 150-pound senior. 3:47 left in this one. Cyclones up 38-18. And Batesburg-Leesville's in a bad spot right now. Third down and 15, backup quarterback. He's under center. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Pitch to the left side. Running back's going to run to the outside. Antonio Hopkins said, no, you're not going anywhere. In fact, you're going to lose 4 as he chased down the dive man. Number 9, Jaden Davis. Jimbo, number 3, Nicholson must have gotten hurt because he has been really running the football well all season, and he hasn't played the second half. Fourth down and long for the Panthers. Yeah, Nicholson was their guy who got some only positive yardage really in the first half from the tailback position, the B-back position in this wing T offense, lined up right behind the quarterback, and he's done nothing in the second half. He hasn't even been on the field. He's on the sideline, but he has not been on the field. Fake pitch. Quarterback's going to run to the right side. That was not a smooth move. He's tackled from behind by number 40, Luke Reed, the freshman, making a play from that defensive tackle position. And the Cyclones will take it over on downs. Quarterback Tucker Bolden faked the pitch and was going to try to run a bootleg. I'm not sure I would have called that play at that time. Fourth down and a long way.
You needed a bunch, and that didn't work.
No, he got 2.
Yeah.
So the Cyclones take it over, 1st and 10, 2:49 left in this one. Up 38-18. There'll be a steady dose of number 20, I believe.
You're right.
Should be, anyway. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman starts left, kicks back right. Offensive line getting pushed. He got to the 40-yard line and starting to wear down his defensive line. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Cyclones put it in play. Ball nose of the football. Nose of the football's on the 40-yard line. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman over the left side, and he's going to get to the 40-yard line and no farther. So no gain on the play. 171 yards so far tonight for Elijah Coleman. 4 touchdowns. That's have yourself a day. Would like to break him one off and get over 200, wouldn't you?
That's some good stats.
Like to get a 29-yard play.
Probably. No, he'll be better than outside. He'll get on the sideline. He's not a good more passing.
Jabril White brings the offensive line to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap to Trooper. Trooper keeps it. He's going over the right side, 45-yard line. He's tackled from behind. He gets to the 45. Brings up 4th down and 2. 1 minute left in this one.
I guarantee you, Trooper would not be running the ball. You get him hurt in the last minute.
34 yards rushing for Trooper. 21 seconds left on the play clock. 51 seconds left in the game. Trooper's in the game. 4th down and 2. Bring the H back in the game. And a tight end on the left side of the offensive line. Trooper waits on the shotgun snap, gets the snap, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman breaks free. He's at the 50-yard line. That's the Cyclone 1st down. Then we'll go victory formation and we'll end this one up.
I think we can put this one over.
Coleman's going to finish unofficially with 176 yards, 20 rushes for 176 tonight, and 4 touchdowns. Cyclones are going to be victorious. They don't have to snap the football again. Now the play clock's got 29 seconds. There's only 23 left in the game. The Cyclones will be victorious. 38-18 here at Batesburg-Leesville High School. Cyclones will win. We'll leave with full excitement in our thoughts about how the Cyclones have won. In our hearts, we'll leave with full bellies from our time at Sheely's. And we will have a good time as we get ready for next week's game at Woodruff to start region play. The Cyclones will be on the road next Friday night at Woodruff in Spartanburg County to get region play started against the Wolverines of Woodruff High School. Jim Fuller and I, and perhaps Jeff Kerr, will bring you all the action. We don't really know at this moment, but know Jim Fuller, Lord willing, and Clint Davis will be there for sure. And we look forward to it as we bring you all the action here for the Chester High School football team this season in 2023. With that said, Cyclones are victorious. No time left on the clock. 38-18. We'll take a break. We'll be back to wrap this thing up. Cyclone football, WRBK. Appreciate it, bro.
Yep.
Thank you.
Y'all have a safe trip home tonight. I know it's a long
Well,
ride. So.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate all your coffee.
Thanks, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You too, buddy.
Good luck
Take
rest
care.
of the season.
Thank you, man. You too.
Save you time and money. That's right. Access.
All right, back here at Batesburg-Leesville High School, Cyclones are victorious 38-18. I'm Clint Davis, got Jim Fuller to my right. And it was quite a football game. Mistake-prone in the first half of the Cyclones, had multiple touchdowns taken off the board because of penalties. Cyclones ended the night, Jimbo, with 135 yards of penalties. And that was 12 penalties for 135 yards. But the Cyclones were able to make up for it with some good ball control, especially in the second half. Elijah Coleman had 11 rushes for 62 yards in the first half. He finished the game with 20 rushes for 176 yards in the second half. That means he rushed for 114 yards in the second half on 8 carries, one of those being a 68-yard run to start the second half on the first play of scrimmage. He had 4 touchdowns tonight. Trooper Floyd was 6 of 13 for 38 yards, and one big play by Witherspoon, who was 1 of 1 passing for 65 yards and a touchdown on a halfback pass to Reggie Heath Jr., which put the Cyclones up for good. Cyclones are victorious 38-18. They had a dominant performance on offense. Quarterbacks for Batesburg-Leesville were 4 of 15 passing for 105 yards. The problem with that was 78 yards came on one pass play from Watkins to K.D. Witt. He actually threw a slant, an 8-yard slant or so, and Witt caught it in stride and took it to the house. But 78 yards on one pass play. Outside of that, the Cyclones were dominant defensively. The leading rusher for Batesburg-Leesville was Wooden tonight. Amadre Wooden, he had 5 rushes for 20 yards. And outside of that, they didn't have anybody else gain double digits in rushing except for L.J. Williamson and number 3, who would have been Nicholson, who did not play in the second half. Cyclones, for the most part, were dominant. They gave up 3 big plays, and that's how Batesburg-Leesville got their points. They had a 78-yard touchdown pass from Watkins to Witt, which I've already mentioned, and they had an 85-yard touchdown kickoff return from Madre Wooden for 85 yards, and then a blocked punt right at the end of the first half, which set them up for a 27-yard field goal from Juarez Diaz. Outside of that, they did nothing tonight against the Cyclone defense. It was dominant, but Coach Floyd, Coach Caldwell, and the rest of the coaching staff will not be happy with this performance. They'll be glad to get out of here. The fact that kids fought through, the team fought through adversity, Jimbo, they'll be thankful for that, but the adversity was self-inflicted.
Very much so self-inflicted. If you look at it on paper, if you have 11 penalties for every 100 yards it was, you're not going to win the football game.
No, the Cyclone defense came over.
But the defense came to play, shut them down, and we had some good offense too. But it was offensive and defensive penalties. You could not, we say that at the beginning of every game. Well, how are they going to win? Well, they can't self-destruct.
Right.
They can't have the penalties. You know, they can't fumble. All these things you can't do. Well, we didn't fumble tonight. But boy, we sure made up for it in the penalty.
Absolutely. Cyclones did not turn the ball over. They got 2 turnovers. They won the turnover battle, 2 interceptions by Reggie Heath. But outside of that, Cyclones were dominant outside of those 3 plays. Game was a little closer at halftime than we anticipated, but certainly they'll have a lot of work to do as they get ready for next week against the Wolverines of Woodruff to start region play. Until then, I'm Clint Davis. He's Jim Fuller. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on the radio from Woodruff, South Carolina, the home of the Wolverines. Take care. God bless you. See you next time.